Father, but it's of the world.
Yeah, all these things are of the world. And that's how you know that the love of the Heavenly Father is in 2/3 of our people. Because they love everything that pertains into the flesh and the eyes, everything that pertains into this world. That's all they're focused on. Dudes worry about getting the bag, alright, going to get the baddest chick out there, trying to get a nice ass luxury car or a house, a big old house to live in. You want to be as comfortable here in America as possible. Really, this is our captivity, so you ain't supposed to be comfortable here. That's why you're not supposed to love the world, man. You're supposed to hate the world, and if you hate the world, you have to love Yahweh Shem Yahushai in you. Because the Lord doesn't love this world. This world is totally contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you shouldn't be loving this world. At least if you're a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
Yeah, he that doeth the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's going to abide forever. Alright? They're going to be the ones that's going to make it and receive deliverance and live for eternity, man. Alright? Because we don't want to be part of the 2/3. We got to come through the loins of the elect. We want to be part of the first fruits. That's why we do what we're doing now. But the rest of our people, that's how they're going to have to come back. Alright? Through the loins of the elect.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, this place ain't our rest, but our people, they try to make it their rest, alright? This isn't somewhere that you're supposed to be comfortable and think that you're going to live forever, alright? Yet our people, that's the mentality they have because that's what you're taught here in America. You're taught to get a so-called good paying job, get a career, get you a family, get a home, all these different things that put you in the mind frame of being complacent and thinking that you're going to continue living on here and build enough stuff for your children or whatever. Yet this place isn't our rest, man. We're not here to try to do that, to establish ourselves, to be great in this society or anything like that. Alright? We're just here to maintain until Yahweh Shem Yahushai come and deliver us, man.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction.
Yeah, this world is utterly polluted, man. All the way from the food, the air, the water, alright? The things you're taught here, everything that's presented to you is polluted. And it's going to destroy you with a sword of destruction. That's why everybody's looking the way they do. All 2/3 of our people, the reason they are in a destroyed state. The reason they are in a destroyed state is because they're participating in the ways of this world, man. Following after the ways of these heathen and after the ways of Esau.
So Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Yeah, and that's why our people are destroyed ultimately, man. Alright? They're destroyed for a lack of knowledge, not knowing their own power, not knowing who their enemy is, alright? Not knowing you're the chosen people of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Heavenly Father. He gave you laws, statutes, and commandments that you should follow, that you shouldn't break, a certain way that you should live your life. And they don't know any of this, and that's exactly why they're destroyed. They rejected Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so what? He rejected them. That's why they're all destitute. They catching hell. Yeah, we're in captivity, yet our people are really destroyed they're worse off than we are, you know? You might think that you're doing bad and everything, but it's a lot, our people, 2/3 of our people out there doing worse than you.
It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Yeah, they forgot the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They don't follow none of the laws. And that's why he forgot their children. That's why you see everybody destitute the way they are now. Because they're not following the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're following after their own way. They're in that Alistair Crowley spirit. That do as thou wilt. And what does that ultimately lead to? To you being destroyed.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13. Therefore my people are going into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
Yeah, that's why they're men that went into captivity. You read it again.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity Because they have no knowledge.
Yeah, because they have no knowledge. They don't know who they are. Most of our people, they don't acknowledge themselves as one of the tribes of Israel, man. Whether they call themselves after the names that the so-called white man gave to them. All right?
It says, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
They're through. Because they don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is what gives you life. Alright? The ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is what gives you life. And the ways of this world is what brings death, really. Alright? When you venture outside of the ways that Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave you, that's when death just comes in.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
Our people, they don't even consider. Alright? Here it is. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is your power, man. The only power and the greatest power is your power. And you don't even acknowledge it. You don't even accept that. We can sit here and tell you how you're the chosen and everything else. You don't want to accept that. You want to stay here in America, man. You don't want to get something that's better. And our people, they don't even consider the fact that even though if you don't acknowledge it or you don't accept it, you're still going to be judged according to the scriptures, man. Because at the end of the day, whether you accept it or not, you're still an Israelite. And the Lord is still going to judge you according to that, man. Alright, according to the words.
It says, sinful nation, and people laden with iniquity.
Yeah, people laden with iniquity. And that's what our people love to do, man. Commit sin upon sin. They don't love doing anything that's righteous. The only thing they're interested in doing is things that are going to be going off, man. What they want to do, commit adultery, alright, go smoke, get a lineup, eat abominable foods, everything that's going off.
It says, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoking the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Yeah, they provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They made Yahweh Shem Yahushai mad. That's why he's messing up our people. You can get that 1 Peter 4:17. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahushai said judgment is going to start at the house of his people, man. Alright? Because you're the ones he gave the laws and statutes and commandments to. You don't care about none of these heathen nations. That's why you don't see them getting judged. They can eat octopus. They can do whatever the hell they want to. They're not going to get judged like you see our people get judged. Alright? Because the Lord is only dealing with a select nation of people. And that's the nation of Israel, man. Alright? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Yeah, and that's the time that we're in, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's going to be bringing more judgment. It's not going to be only these heathens and everybody else getting judged. It's going to be our people, man. Alright, he said he's starting at his house. And the guys that know about the truth and you continue to still do wrong. The Lord is about to start executing more judgment sooner than later, alright?
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Yeah, so we can get good. The Lord will judge us expeditiously. If we go off, we'll get judged like immediately, right on the spot. The Lord jack us up. So how much more 2/3 of our people that's not even trying to follow after the Lord whatsoever, man? Alright, because we already know what's going to happen to these heathen nations. Ain't no hope for them anyway. But 2/3 of our people, you gonna get it bad. Alright, you gonna get that death by faith because you didn't choose the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Yeah, the righteous are going to be scarcely be saved. So where's the ungodly and the sinner going to appear? They're going to appear in the grave, man. They're going to be dead. You're going to be getting put to death out here, man. And it's going to be in many ways. Just like the show 1,000 Ways to Die, the Lord has more than 1,000 ways to kill you, man. Innumerable amount. Alright? And the Lord is going to be executing judgment upon his people, man. Because that's the people he's dealing with. He doesn't care about all these other nations. He compared them to spittle and a drop of water from a whole bucket. So he doesn't care about these other nations, man. He cares about our people. That's why the laws and statutes and commandments was given to our people.
It says, wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High, commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well-doing as unto a faithful Creator.
Yeah, in well-doing, and that's what we're doing by doing this, man. Being faithful unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's what you're supposed to be faithful unto, man. And you be faithful unto Him by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments, and doing what you're supposed to do as a man of the Lord. Not doing like 2/3 of our people do, which is the complete opposite. And that's why they're going to be caught up in the destruction that's coming here to America.
Say John 15:22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin.
Yeah, so if it was never told to our people that they're going off, they would have never sinned.
But now they have no cloak for their sin.
Yeah, now they have no cloak for their sin because this word has been brought out, man, and it's been brought out and spread throughout all the four corners of the world. And that's why you see judgment coming to pass. Nobody has a cloak for their sin no more. Nobody has excuses. You can't say you never knew, because His word has been brought out and it's been spread out everywhere. It's all over the internet, all over YouTube. You got camps all over the world, man. So nobody can sit here and say they never heard. That's why you see things happening more rapidly now, because His word has been spread out there, man.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole families which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Yeah, against you, O children of Israel. He didn't say unto the whole world. He said unto you, O children of Israel. That's who the word was given to into the first place, the laws, statutes, and commandments. Alright? That's who the Lord is talking to. Because that's the same people that the Lord is going to jack up, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans. Yeah, what do? They don't even consider that. They continue on in their wickedness, and they continue on living their simple lives, man. But that judgment is going to hit them as a thief in the night.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Yeah, and that's why we're punished for our iniquities, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has chosen our people out of all the nations on the world, man. So He doesn't care about them. That's like if you got kids and they're acting up with a bunch of other kids, you're not going to whip all the other children, you're going to whip your children. And that's what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is doing spiritually. He's punishing His people, which are His children, going off, man. Alright, He's not worried about the rest of these nations. They're nothing. Alright? They're going to get judged regardless. He's worried about His people, man. Because we're supposed to be the ones that are supposed to be holy, a separate people from the rest of these people in the world.
It's Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sins against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, and that's why it's fully set in our people's mind to continue on with the things that they do. You don't get judged immediately for doing it. A dude could commit adultery, like these pastors. They be committing adultery, and then they don't get judged immediately. It's like, oh, it's like, it's cool. I ain't get judged, nothing happened to me, so they just continue on and doing those things. Just like everything else our people do. Since you don't get judged immediately, you think in your mind that it's alright to continue on in those things. But the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, He just slow to wrath. That's all that is. It ain't that He's not going to judge you for it. He's just waiting for the perfect time to judge you for it.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with him that feareth the Most High.
Yeah, it's going to be well with him that feareth Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And even though the sinner, his days are prolonged, at the end of the day, he's still going to get judged, man. The Lord is just prolonging him unto judgment. That's all that is. Because when the day of Jacob's trouble comes, a lot of our people, you're just going to be getting wiped out left and right, man. All right. That's going to be a horrible way to go out. That's like the scriptures say. Our people, they're going to be seeking death and they're not going to find it when it's in those days. Because they didn't want to get right now. You had the open opportunity to get right. What do our people do when all hell isn't breaking loose? Nothing's going on in the world in their mind. All right, martial law is not instituted. Famine hasn't happened. The economy hasn't collapsed. So what are they focused on doing? Just continuing as a typical American.
I got a quick precept for you. Psalms. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of it.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to despise the chastening of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright, we understand that, but 2/3 of our people, they don't understand that. You ain't supposed to hate when Yahweh Shem Yahushai chastise you, because really that's correction, and that's supposed to get you in that's to keep you in the right spirit. Alright, because you can be chastised for righteousness' sake. Alright, but 2/3 of our people, they're chastised for doing wickedness. Alright, for us it's different. It's to keep us in a humble spirit and to keep us in the right spirit so that we don't be lifted up.
It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to get weak when you're rebuked of him. So if you get rebuked, if a brother get on you or anything, you get cursed out in the spirit, you ain't supposed to faint and get weak, man. You just take the correction, and then get on point. Do what you gotta do and continue moving forward. You know, it's nothing to really make a big deal over. Just fix the problem and keep on moving.
For whom the Lord loveth he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, and that's why we're judged, because that's why we get chastised, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he loves us. Alright? It's like it just said, whom we love it, that's who he gonna chastise, man. Alright? Because if nothing was happening to you, that just means that the Lord don't love you. If you're not receiving any type of correction, just like if a brother gets on you, that's the brother showing you love. Because the scriptures tell you that open rebuke is better than secret love. So that's really a way that love is being shown unto you. Like they say in the world, they call it tough love, so to speak. That's just love being shown unto you, though. It has to be tough love because our people, that's how our people are. You try to be all polite and everything, it just go in one ear and out the other. But when you get that tough love, that's when it sticks with people usually.
If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons.
Yeah, if you endure chastening, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he dealeth with you as with sons. So you have to endure the chastening, man. You can't get faint and you can't get weak. You have to endure the chastening of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because really, it's purifying you, getting those impurities out of you, alright? Making you a better person at the end of the day. Making you better in the spirit.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
Yeah, then are ye bastards and not sons if you don't receive chastisement. That's when you should be worried when the Lord ain't correcting you, because then at that point, he's not even dealing with you. You know, he just gave up on you basically. So as long as the Lord's continually correcting you and giving you chastisement, at the end of the day, it might not be good. You don't look at it as a good thing. Yet that means that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's dealing with you at the end of the day. He's trying to correct you.
Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence.
Yep.
Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Yeah, you get corrected by your father. You know, you have a child, you whip your son and everything, and he respects you for chastising him. We're supposed to be the same way towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, he corrects us and chastises us. We're not supposed to hate him for that. We're supposed to love him for that. Say it the water and then correct it and keep it in the spirit, man.
For they verily for a few days chasteneth us after their own pleasure.
Hey, brother, can I say something? Because the chastisement is set up for a learning experience. While you're getting chastised, there's a reason why you are getting chastised. But the brother's going through it. It's a refining process. And through that process, you're supposed to gain understanding. You know, certain impurities that we have picked up in the world, that the Lord, through that whipping stick, through the affliction, he disciplines you. So that discipline is set up to be a better man of the Lord. Okay, and the whole body is being disciplined because when the Lord comes back should be no spot within the church or no spot on the garment being an impurity. It should be clean. It should be white. So that's what the Lord, He's doing to each individual, brother in His truth. We all go through certain things in order to purify us. So when the Lord comes back, we have those white garments on, which represents righteousness. Now we understand that our righteousness is but as filthy rags, yet there's a certain level, that we have to be presented unto the Lord. You just can't come to the Lord willy-nilly. All right, you have to be cleaned up. You have to be baptized. So that chastisement is set up to purify you. And there's a lot of men that get disenchanted because they go through those stripes. Yeah, you can't allow that to disenchant you. Really, you have to be more introspective and cleave unto the Lord even more. And then He's going to reveal unto you why you went through that certain thing. And this, as He told Peter, He said, basically, when you go through these things, strengthen thy brother. And then you're set up to strengthen other brethren that might go through a particular certain, trial. Because, we're all going through the straight gate, And then look at the men of old. Look at our ancestors, our forefathers. Look at all the prophets, man. They all went through all type of crazy shit. Look at Paul. Look at Yahushua. Look at Job. Okay, nobody was without fault. Okay, nobody's without fault. So we all have to go through different things, and it's all through different levels. Okay, I just wanted to say that.
It says Hebrews chapter 12 verse 10, for they barely for a few days chasten of us after their own pleasure, but He for our profit, that we might be partakers of His holiness.
Yeah, so like the brother was just going into, they say when our fathers, they chastise us, it's after their own pleasure, but when Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when He chastises us, it's to make us better, all right? To get those, like the brother was going into, to get those impurities out of us, and to ultimately make you a better person in the spirit, and to build you up in the spirit. And in turn, you do the same for other brothers.
James chapter 5, verse 10 says, take my brethren the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Yeah, and that's all the prophets that were before us. That's an example unto us how to be, basically. All right, you read that again.
It says, take my brethren the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Yeah, they're an example of suffering, affliction, and still having patience. Like the one time we was going into Paul, how he went through so much hell and tribulation. He was catching nothing but hell, but what? He still continued on to go and build up all the other churches to go spread the gospel, man. All right, he took all that chastisement from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and did he ever get paid? No, he never got paid. Throughout everything, he had shipwreck. He was beaten with stripes. He got stoned to death. All right, all these different things he went through, he didn't never get paid. He still kept going. So that's an example to us how to be. When we get chastised by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're not supposed to get disenchanted or get weak or be in the wrong, get in the spirit like, this is too much for me to bear. All right, this is really a light thing. Everything that we're going through compared to what we're going to receive. All right, so and it's all to build us up for the time to come. The day of Jacob's trouble hasn't even happened, man. So if you say you catch a hell now, you can't really deal with it. You definitely ain't gonna be able to stand when the day of Jacob's trouble happens.
Verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure.
Yeah, behold, we count them happy which endure. Because that's really what it's about. It's enduring unto the end. Because it tells you that in Matthews, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you're supposed to be enduring the chastisements of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and everything else that you have to face in the spirit. Alright? Just continually to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to strengthen you. If you ever feel like you are getting weak, that's when you lean more upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Praying to the Heavenly Father to strengthen you, give you the strength to keep going, give you the strength to keep moving forward, increase you in the spirit.
It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. You have heard of the patience of Job.
Yeah, the patience. And look at Job. He literally lost all his children, his cattle, his wealth.
Yep.
He is plagued with it in his flesh. But what? He still kept his faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and kept enduring all the chastisement he was going through. And he didn't even do nothing wrong. He was chastised for righteousness' sake, just to test his integrity. And that's what's happening with us. This is to test our integrity. Everything you go through is to test how your integrity if you really have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Are you going to get faint, get weak, and be like, this is too much for me to bear? I was better off in the world when I didn't have to deal with anything. I didn't catch no hell. I was just living my life. Or are you going to continue to go through the trials and tribulations, which is leading to your salvation? That's what it's about ultimately. Enduring everything that you're going through to get salvation.
All right. To be increased at the latter end.
Yep.
Like Job.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened with Job. That's why it's a perfect example to mention. Job lost everything, and what? What did his woman want him to do? She didn't want him to tap out and get weak. She said, just curse the Most High and die. But what did he do? He kept his faith and integrity, and he was actually increased to the latter end.
It says she speaks as a foolish woman. So now we receive good for the Most High and evil.
Yep. And that's the mentality you have to be in. You have to know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he will give you good and he will give you evil. It's a balance. Just like Paul, he said, I know how to be abased and I know how to be abound. So you have to know how to deal with anything situation that you're in. And know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he has you going through these things for a reason. It's not just happening just to happen. It's ultimately happening for a reason, even if you may not know it right then and there.
It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy.
Yeah, the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy, man. Because we didn't commit all type of acts that's worthy of death. Yet we're doing this work to be forgiven for all of those things, that the good may outweigh the bad. In all things.
Yeah, scripture say mercy rejoices over judgment. We want mercy from the Lord, We don't want to be judged of the Lord. Well, it tells you in 1 Corinthians 11 chapter, when we are judged, we are chastised. Are you not?
It's 1 Corinthians 11 and 31. For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
Yeah. So that's really a good thing. We are chastened of the Lord. Really, we're going through all this hell now, so that we don't go through hell later. Right. That's the way that you have to really look at it. Because yeah, it sucks what you go through. You're not so-called your happiest or whatever. You have your down moments and all that other shit. Yeah, ultimately, we're going through all these tribulations in hell so that we don't have to go through hell with the rest of these people in the world. Because that hour of temptation is going to come upon all the whole earth, man. And we're going through all these things that we may be able to stand when that hour of temptation comes. So that we don't have to go through everything that these people want to go through.
Right. The thing is now, we being chastised now, but we got hope. We got something to look forward to. The kingdom of heaven, salvation, rest. The Lord bring hell upon these people, man. They gonna be hopeless. They ain't gonna know what the hell going on, man. They ain't gonna see. It ain't gonna be no light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, for these people. So we'll go ahead and take ours now. That way in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, we could, Lord's will, we could fulfill Isaiah 65 and 13. We could be kept. We could be cool.
Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, if you come in to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you gotta prepare your soul for temptation, man. Alright? Be prepared to suffer, really. Like the scriptures say, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Here it is, Yahushai, he suffered way more than we're suffering now, and he didn't commit any sin. So we have to arm ourselves with the same mind and prepare our souls for temptation. Count the cost. Alright? So we understand what we're supposed to go through in this word. Because in these Christian churches, they'll tell you a prosperity doctrine that's saying that when you come to the Lord, everything's supposed to be good. When in all actuality, when you come to serve the Heavenly Father, that's really when more hell is placed upon you. Because it's not something that's given to everyone. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it then. That's why most people don't do it, because it's not an easy thing to do. To bear the burden of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to bear your cross.
Right.
set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Yeah, you gotta constantly endure, not get weak, not get tired of whatever you have to go through. All right, whatever trials and tribulations you go through, because every brother has his own set path that he has to go through.
This is Micah chapter 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light and I shall behold his righteousness.
Yeah, you're supposed to bear the indignation of the Lord, man. And if you're bearing it, then what? You're gonna carry it, man. All right, you gotta endure it. You're not supposed to just be like, oh, this is just too much. It's too heavy for me. It's too much for me to bear and throw it off you. Because at that point, what? You're just going back into the world. You gotta bear it and endure it. And then, like I say, if it's too much for you to bear in certain times, that's when you lean upon the brotherhood. And that's when you pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to strengthen you to be able to bear that burden if it's too much for you to bear. Because the scriptures tell you to cast your burdens upon me.
Yep.
So if it's too much for you to bear, that's when you call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai and ask for him to take that burden and lighten it for you.
Yep. Give you the strength to go through it. Yep. Strengthen you, you know. Like a quick precept. Okay. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taking you but such as common to man.
Yeah, everything that you go through is common to man. So you don't just feel like you're the only brother that's going through something and nobody else is dealing with whatever you are. Because you're not the only one that's catching hell. Regardless of whatever situation you may be in, even if necessarily it's not the same exact situation for the next brother, he's going through hell, whatever he got to deal with, man. You don't know what everybody got to deal with. So don't try to sit there and say that you got it worse than the next person, you know? You're going through whatever the Lord's put you through because you can bear it. You know, don't try to compare your hell to the next man's hell. You know?
In that woe is me spirit.
Yeah, the scriptures say that the kingdom of heaven suffers violence. Even unto this day, the kingdom of heaven is talking about the believers. You know, it's talking about the body. So we're all going through things. All right, that doesn't mean anything.
It's the body of Yahweh Shai, you know. That's what the elect make up. You know, that's what the men of the Lord make up. You know, the body of Yahweh Shai. Well, Yahweh Shai was a man acquainted with grief. Yeah. You know, he caught hell when he was down here. So us collectively, man, we all gonna catch hell. That's the condition of the battle, man. Yeah. You know, just gird up your loins like a man. Yeah, this is him. It's exactly. It says there have no temptation taking you, but such as common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Yeah, he ain't going to tempt you above that you are able. It's not going to be too much that you can handle. The Lord knows what you can and what you can't handle. So he's going to give you, even if you feel like, you know, right when you, like you at the line where you finna break or snap, he going to push you like right at that line. Like you touching, you leaning on the line, but you ain't just snap and fall over it. Right. He going to have you like right there at the brink of just going past that line, but he ain't going to push you that far. Yeah. Then he going to lighten it. He just wanted to test you, man.
Right.
That's to keep you on point. But the Lord knows what you can and can't handle. That's why sometimes you'll feel like, damn, man, it's getting like it's too much. And then the Lord's starting to lighten it up a little bit. He likes to do that to you, all right? To chastise, because that's him showing love to you ultimately. And like the other scripture the brother brought out, we receive chastisement so that we don't be